Week. It's me, Raven. Let's get going. Hi, hiya. The Froguses are back. See, um, ooh, 17, good roll. I was not paying attention to your various rolls and head pats and things very much. Um, while I was trying to get ready, but it looked like you guys were being all cute together. It was nice. Yay. Um, so yes, we're doing some. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, you get over here. Everybody else, get out there. We're doing some more WP Kinsellas. Yay! Oh, that's Celia Dawn. Hello. You see angels? You see angels? Is that supposed to be the frogs? Are the frogs the angels? Um, we're gonna, yes, I said, and I mean it, we're gonna read more W.P. Kinsella. So I've got the next book. I figured out the order in which the W.P. Kinsella's books came out. And so it started with Dance Me Outside, that's the first one I read. And then it goes to Scars, which is the one I'm about to read. And then a little bit later, it's the Moccasin Telegraph, which is the one that I've read a little bit ago. And eventually we'll get to the Fence Post Chronicles, which is one that I'd seen and we kind of joked about because, well, we all love our Fence Post. He's just an agent of chaos. Frank is a good time. But let me pull up the exact order now. Oh, there was one that had a better order. One spot that had a better order. Where is it? I found this giant article, and I think we might read the article about him eventually because it would be cool because it has some interviews in it, and it would be neat. But okay, it's not that. It's difficult. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it starts with Dance Me Outside in 77, and then Scars in 78, Born Indian in 81, The Moccasin Telegraph in 83, The Fence Post Chronicles 86, and that one apparently got a whole medal for humor, so I'm excited about it. And then there's The Miss Hobama Pageant in 89, and finally Brother Frank's Gospel Hour 94. And I read The Moccasin Telegraph. I physically had that. And then the other one that I have physically book is Brother Frank's Gospel Hour, which I'm guessing is another one that's mostly Frank Fence Post, but we'll find out. What did I do? You did a bonk. You said, you know what? Cry. Why do you cry? Why do you hate keyboard? I thought you did good. Well, I'm in the car and the stream is lagging. I'll try to stay. Oh, sorry, it's lagging. Is it on my end? I don't think so. But okay. And then you said, okay, KFC Raven loves me. What do you mean? Oh. It's a lie. 49% is inaccurate. That was a lie. And Darkstorm, you gotta go sleep. Okay, go take care. Eat well. So sorry. Be good to see you again. Pudgy! Pudgy Tater! We've got another sub. Thank you, Pudgy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get those rain and money frogs. Money frog. I just used our 7TV version of it. Just a reminder that is available on 7TV if you have that and you're not subscribed. But otherwise, if you have it, use it. Raven, it's a lie. I love you way more than it says. I absolutely agree. It often lies. And Darkstorm, okay, bye-bye. See you. Take care. Eat well. Uh-oh. The honk has redeemed a whisper. Ooh. Oh, no. That's so mean. We won't do that. I'll have to read that anyway in a minute. Darn. Oh. You rolled a 2 because that's what you get for saying the mean thing. There you go. But you have 97% risk. Oh, dang. Okay, okay. So, I need my things to get organized. I need to organize my things. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so we're gonna start reading Scars. That's what I was saying. That's what we're up to. My goodness. It's already August, you guys. Like, damn. Okay. Let's put it on the screen. So the first story in Scars is it's called Mr. Whitey. And I'm guessing that's the dude's actual name and not just a nickname for him, but this will be an interesting start. But it's Mr. Whitey that we're starting with. That's the first story. And I'm just writing it down, because I like to make sure that we've read all the stories. Because sometimes I do go out of order if one's like longer or shorter. That's usually not how we go with W.P. Kinsella, though. Okay. Actually, you go right there. Easier to do. Okay. Alright. Oh, goodness. You rolled a 1. Oh, no, you rolled a 1 once. Okay. I was like, what? Huh. Scooby Bobby is 7. That is better. 13% risk, and you had a bad... Oh, no, Scooby, I'm so sorry you got all the bad lucks. Sorry. 16% love for Pudgy Love and Self. Oh, Pudgy, you need to love yourself more. Jeez. Oh, yeah, no one seems to be rolling too well. The numbers are not being nice. You know what? Let's see how bad Raven does. Let's see what I can pull off. 11! Hey, I did pretty not awful. Eee. Okay. 4% on Adon, sorry, I just... Oh, Adon and Pudgy, I'm sorry, I just rolled. It didn't roll because I just did it, and it probably got overwhelmed. But I'm gonna try my others. Eee, I got 80% risk. Take that. Okay, and now we'll see how much I love myself. I'll write it like that. I'll do this. And I 80%-ish love myself. Okay. Hey, you know what? I did pretty good. I did pretty good. Not awful roll. Pretty meh with the rest. Not 80. 80 was pretty... Damn! Pudgy got 104. And yes, Dawn. It's a very bad roll. I'm sorry. But you're not alone. That's the good news. Nice noodle rave. I like that emote. Cool. Okay. Alright. I might as well go to sleep then. You might as well look after yourself. Yes. Go look after yourself. Go eat. You should be taking care of yourself first, and then you can worry about joining me or not. So, okay. Okay, so here we are. First story. The next book from W.P. Kinsella, Scars. We're going to try and go in order so that our stories make sense. I'm not going to reread Moccasin Telegraph, but we'll try and... We'll try and go in order otherwise. Okay, so it's funny because this time it didn't go quite in order from what I knew, but whatever. It like the book opens without its usual, like, which stories are what page, and instead of having a separate, like, for whoever page, it just kind of starts in, and it's got the copyright and all that info page, and at the bottom of it says for Anne who sings to me, and then we start the very next page, it says Mr. Whitey, and it says for Bev Morrison. I think perhaps the people that scanned in the book like had missed the page because it does say number 5 at the bottom, but I don't know. Anyhow, we begin. It says for Bev Morrison, but here we go with Mr. Whitey. If it hadn't been that Mr. Whitey Bremer was one of those kind of men who don't figure that Indians is people, things might have been a lot different for him, and for Judy Powderface and her son, little Emmanuel. Okay, if it hadn't been that he was one of those men. Okay, so it sounds like Mr. Whitey Bremner is bad. And I don't love that it looks like his name is Whitey. Like his first name is Whitey and his last name is Bremner. That who names their child Whitey? Anyway, I it's got to be a nickname. I mean, right? Anyway, okay. So apparently he's bad, and we've got our foreshadowing of how his life is not going to go well, and Judy's, and their son Emmanuel. Well, okay, here we go. Lots of white men don't figure that Indians is people, but usually they never get in a position where they can do nobody any harm because of the way they think. I remember one time me and Frank Fencepost, and a few other guys was cutting brush for a farmer up near Wetaskiwin when a thunderstorm came up. The farmer, his son, and his white hired man headed for the barn. What about them? The son say to the farmer as they walking away. They're used to being outside, the farmer said. They'll be okay. Okay, so farmer might be the man, but okay. I heard in town that Mr. Bremner be looking for a hired man. When I come up to his place, I can hear a gun shooting. I come round the corner of the house, and Mr. Whitey Bremner be sit on a kitchen chair on his porch and shoot his .22 gun into a gopher hole in a big pile of dirt just outside his back door. Mr. Whitey got hair the color of barley, been all summer in the sun, and it be about as thin. He got a round red face that sweat most of the time, and small pale blue eyes. His body be pretty big around the middle. He wear overalls and Stanfield's underwear with the buttons open to his waist. He got a box of .22 shells on the porch rail, and he keep reload his single shotgun with his stubby fingers. He look up and see me and grin kind of a silly grin. My name's Silas, I say. I hear you looking for a hired man? Need somebody to help with the chores and the haying. And he laughed, kind of an in-breathing laugh, though I don't see nothing to laugh about. I can do that. If you don't steal nothing, you can sleep and eat in the house. You do that funny laugh again and go back to shoot at the gopher hole. I hate farm work, but I need the money. I've been taking that course on how to fix tractors and stuff, but when summer come, all I can ever get for a job is farm work or something else useless like that. I figure big companies, as soon as they see my name, Silas Ermineskin, probably throw away my application. Big companies don't figure Indians as people either. I start the next day work for Mr. Whitey. He live alone in a big old house. Used to be that his mother lived there, but she died 4 or 5 years before. I never been in too many white people's houses, but this is sure a funny one. Lots of white people figure that Indians is dirty, but I never seen many houses dirtier than Mr. Whitey's. The house had been built quite a long time ago by his parents. It was white frame, but ain't been painted for a whole lot of years. It got a veranda on 3 sides. Right after his mother died, Mr. Whitey had the house raised up to put in a basement. Then he stopped work on it and left everything. He stepped right out on a whole lot of hills of dirt that was dug out from under the house. There's the gopher hole in them hills, some pigweed, and that's all. You just figure how much of that gets tracked in the house when it rains, and then double it, and you got about how much dirt there is inside. Okay. Mr. Whitey liked to fry up bacon and chops, and the whole house be kind of greasy and waxy like the inside of a barn, get in the wintertime when it be full of cattle. Yeah. I guess if Mr. Whitey don't care about the dirt, there ain't no reason that I should. After supper, he sits on the porch and shoots at the gopher hole. You ever seen the gopher, Mr. Bremner? I ask him. Once or twice. Why don't you just hide it and outweight him? Mr. Whitey do his funny in-breathing laugh and just fire a couple more bullets into the gopher hole. Ugh. Mr. Whitey don't have much to say, but he feed me good, and the first payday he give me an extra $10. Nice. When I thank him, he say, most guys would have stolen $20 worth of tools by now. You're a good Indian, Silas. Ugh. I ain't dead, I say. He does his in-breathing laugh again, but I don't think he catch on to the joke. I kind of start to clean up the kitchen one time, but Mr. Whitey say to me, that's woman's work, which is what I've been hoping he'll say. Then maybe you should get a woman around here, I say real fast. I know a good lady. She's real clean and she work hard. First couple months just for room and board for her and her little boy, if you can't afford to pay her. Oh no. What's her name? Judy Powderface. How old is she? 27, 28? I don't know for sure, but the reason I say my big oh no. Okay, so it was kind of sweet. Silas is doing a little bit of I can get more people to work here. I can get him to pay more people. People I'm worried about can get taken care of. Mask, you always got to get bumped. Okay, but so Silas is doing a good thing. He's trying to pull off. He's done a little manipulate the white man, get the girls some work. Of course, this is older times, and we know that this guy is very bigoted. So I'm not gonna fault Silas for going about it in a, it's the woman's work kind of nonsense. But I say my oh no. Because remember we started with our big worrisome, it would have been different if he wasn't one of those people that doesn't think Indians is people. And then he says, and it would and for Judy and their kid. So this guy's gonna be a bad dude. He's about to hire this Judy Powderface, and she's about 30, not quite 30, and so it's not awful, but they're gonna have a kid together when he's like this. I don't like that. I don't know. I hope that's not it, but I'm nervous that this is what that means. Ooh, hey, Cage, hi, good to see you dropped in. Now go do things. Go do fun things, not this. I hope the visit is going well, Cage. Yes, the honk to the little giggles. You hate mobile. It do be apparently not good. Oh, everybody excited to see Cage. So sweet. Okay. I focus. So yeah, Silas said, I don't know, 27, 28. And then it's a lazy storm day, so we're watching anime. Eee! Nice. Okay. That sounds like very fun. Aw. Stay cozy. Eee! Okay. Enjoy it. Bye-bye. I'm so glad Cage is having a fun time. Okay. But, yeah, so Silas said, oh, yeah, Judy's 27, 28, I don't know. And then we go moving on, and our Mr. Whitey says, sure wish my mother was still here. Silas is saying, she don't steal either. Tell her to come around. Judy Powderface been having herself a run of bad luck. So yeah, we're glad that she's gonna come get this job. Good on Silas for lining this kind of thing up. First, her husband Matthew got killed by a car while he walked along the highway one night. Awful. Oh, oh, jeez. And that kind of, while they're walking along the highway, it could be an accident, but it's also, this is really dark, but I'm gonna cue you in that there's, one of the trends for, some of the theories on how especially indigenous folks go missing is that, at least back then, at least in small places with terrible people, sometimes cars do that kind of thing on purpose. And so, when he say, while walking along the highway one night, it could be accident, it could be not, and it's tough. Okay, then her cabin burned up while she was down to Hobomo one afternoon. Oh my gosh. She and her boy Emmanuel, oh no, okay. So Emmanuel is not the bad guys. Okay, so this is still going to be bad. I know that this is not going to go well. But at least this poor kid isn't child of a very bad situation. Anyway, okay. She and her boy Emmanuel, who be about 6, live in with her uncle, but he got a whole house full of kids already, and sure be glad if she finds some place to go. Judy Powderface be tall and slim with hair black and shiny as black and shiny as a grizzly bear, that she wearin' bangs on her forehead and braids on her shoulder. Her skin be kind of copper colored, and her eyes flash in her face like water in the bottom of a tea kettle. Hey. Hello, Taken Two. All the different ways that you're gonna lurk, Cage. I just see this cute. Okay. Her skin be kind of. She dressed neat the day she come around with clean jeans and a sweater the color of wild roses. Everything I tell Mr. Whitey about Judy Powderface is true. But what I don't bother to tell him is about little Emmanuel, who be what our medicine lady is called a shaman child. Matt Etta. Okay. That mean he got a special way with animals. And Matt Etta say to me one time that she pretty sure he got the makings of a medicine man, and that she sure gonna keep her eye on him. Oh, sorry, Silas, you lost your job to a 6-year-old. That's the new medicine kid in training. Okay. Kids don't come much better than Emmanuel. He never run around and scream. He be pretty small for his age. Got light brown skin, but his eyes be almost black and big and round as the bottoms of beer bottles. Emmanuel's head always seemed too big for his body, but I don't think it really is. It's just that his eyes be so large. Ethan First Rider drive Judy and Emmanuel down one Saturday morning. They got all their stuff in a couple of cardboard boxes there in the back of Blind Louis Coyote's pickup. I can see Judy's face kind of drop when she first get a look at the inside of the house. Like, ooh, her work's really cut out for her, but anyway. But she just kind of set her back and asked where the cleaning stuff is. Mr. Whitey is kind of step around the kitchen like maybe he is in the way, and he tell Judy to make up a list and he'll go to town for it right away. Little Emmanuel never say nothing to nobody. He just play around on the piles of dirt outside the door. After supper, Judy is stand at the screen door and watch Mr. Whitey shoot into the gopher hole. If you kill it, don't expect me to cook it up, Judy say, and make kind of a shy laugh. Mr. Whitey don't act like he know if she is joking or not, but just smile real wide and do his in-breathing laugh. It don't take long before Judy Powderface is make that farm kind of a nice place to live. Huzzah! She cook up good meals and she scrub and clean. One day she asked Mr. Whitey for paint, and he stopped work right in the middle of the day to go to town and get it. Judy make the kitchen yellow with light blue trim, and she shine up the windows and put up a curtain that she found in a drawer someplace. She got me to put down some planks outside the back door so we don't track dirt and mud into the house no more. In the evenings, we sit around and drink tea and listen to the Camrose radio station that plays country music. Mr. Whitey tap his foot along with the music and say that someplace he got a fiddle put away and maybe he'd get it out one day and play it for us. He talk about getting the electricity installed in the house and maybe finishing up the basement. Mr. Whitey never mentioned it, but I hear from somebody in town that he went for a lot of years with one of the Her Tubsy girls from over by Bittern Lake. Oh. And how they figured on get married except he had his old mother to look after. After his mother died, he started to fix up the place, but that her Tubsy girl is changed her mind about marrying him. And that's when he start to let the place go pretty bad. At least that's what some folks in town say. It's all adding up. It's all coming together. I never seen Emmanuel talk to anyone but Judy, and then not much. I guess Judy explained to him that Mr. Whitey want to get that gopher out of the hole in the ground, and that be why he shoot at it the way he does. I don't like the way this is going. One morning I get up about 6:30, and there is Emmanuel sit in front of the gopher hole on cross legs with a handful of greens held out toward the hole. When I come in for lunch, he still be sitting there, and at 5:30, I'm guessing now p.m., he still be right there, right where he was in the morning. After supper, Judy is just pick him up and put him to bed, or I suppose he would have stayed there all night. Mr. Whitey don't shoot in the gopher hole that night. We just sit on the porch and listen to the radio, and he keeps saying, "I never seen nothing like that little boy," and he scratch his big yellow head and laugh. In the morning, Emmanuel be right back like he was the day before. On the third day, at supper, Judy say that afternoon the gopher come out and ate some of the greens from Emmanuel's hand, but it be about 3 days more before we get to see it. So this kid is sitting watching after this gopher for 6 days. Jeez. Oh, hi, Annie Bell. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, so he sat there for 6 days now before they see the little gopher come out. After supper one night, Judy called us to the window, and there is the gopher about halfway out of his hole, be nibble on the stuff little Emmanuel hold out for him. Mr. Whitey do his in-breathing laugh. After that, the gopher, he come out regular to eat Emmanuel's food. A few more days, he even stay out when us other people is on the porch. Guess you can shoot that gopher about any time you want to, Judy say to Mr. Whitey one evening. He smile his big, wide smile and look like he don't for sure know what to do with his hands. He don't seem to be near as much of a pest as he was. Besides, I don't think the little boy would like it. He smile again and laugh, and his big red face be all covered in sweat. I get the feeling Mr. Whitey is feeling like he's getting real close to them, and I don't know how it's gonna go wrong. And I'm scared. Oh, were they all paused? Oh, thank you for fixing that. Thank you, Fat. Mod appreciation. Give Fat some love. Okay. It easy for me to tell by the way Mr. Whitey is acting. Yep, that he sure do like Judy Powderface. I go to bed early, usually leave them drink tea in the kitchen. Emmanuel been given a bedroom upstairs. Judy got the room next to mine, and Mr. Whitey have the big room across the hall. When they is alone, he talk nice to Judy, and it seemed to me that Mr. Whitey be almost shy around her. But I guess that couldn't be. I never knew any white people that was shy, only Indians. What could white people have to be shy about? Judy be kind of nervous when he talk about how much money he got in the bank, and how he figured to make lots of improvement to the farm if Judy going to stay around and help him. I can tell by Judy's voice that everything be okay with her. Guess she think about living with her uncle where there be about 10 people for 2 rooms. When I think about it, I guess Judy Powderface could do a lot worse for herself. So maybe Judy is nervous about that money stuff. Maybe she likes it, maybe she doesn't. Okay. Ooh. Maybe she's just weighing the financial benefits more than anything. So, Saturday, Mr. Whitey say we all going to town for the day, and he go and clean all the junk out of the back of his 67 Plymouth Fury 2-door. Then he take a tub of hot water into his room, and in an hour or so he came out, rub a towel on his big round face. Okay, so he took a bath first time, I guess. He got on a black shirt, have a big red flower painted on it, and a pair of cream-colored cord pants. He got on his hand-tooled belt with a silver buckle look like a spider that he say come all the way from Mexico, and his cowboy boots been shined real good. He shaved his face until it be red as a radish, and then he put on a whole lot of aqua velva. He's gonna try and make a move, I think. Everybody pretty happy on the trip to town. I even seen little Emmanuel smile once. He got a box full of mice in his room. Okay, why? I seen him talk to them, and I'm pretty sure that they listened. I asked Judy, is it be okay if I leave word for Ethan to drive Mad Etta out on Sunday to have a look at the way little Emmanuel handle animals? If he keep up this way, he make a fine medicine man someday. Mad Etta been try to teach me some of the secret to be a medicine man, but I don't fool myself that I got any real powers like Emmanuel seemed to have. On the way to town, Mr. Whitey sing along with the radio in a deep, flat voice. We pulled up in front of the co-op store, and Mr. Whitey give Judy $80. Tell her to buy whatever groceries she think we need, and anything else she might like a dress or something. He be real shy when he tell her this, and look all the time at the steering wheel. You want to go shoot a game of pool? I say to Mr. Whitey after we been to the paint store, buy up 7 gallons of white paint for the outside of the house. Soon as we get in the pool hall, I'm sure sorry I asked him, 'cause there be a bunch of bad characters shoot 8-ball and drink cokes. There be Wade Gaskell. Oh, that's one of the guys we really don't like, if I remember right. And the Iverson brothers. And some other guys like them who don't like anybody but themselves. How do we know Gaskell? What was the Gaskell name? I'm gonna try and Google it. W.P. Kinsella Wade Gaskell. Well, that didn't quite work. Yeah, he's just a little too niche. They don't have that. You know what we need to do is we need to set up a WP Kinsella fan wiki, and then I'll be able to Google that and remember. This is how it begins. Raven's terrible memory created a fandom. No. Okay, but I know we know Wade Gaskell and he's a bad guy. That's all I know. Like he was one of the big bad guys in one of the other stories. Anyway, okay. Some guys that don't like anybody but themselves. Here you going native, Whitey. One of them say as soon as we set up on our table. Oh no. Mr. Whitey do his in-breathing laugh and give them a shrug of his shoulders, but his face be all of a sudden covered in sweat. Oh no. And we got a lovely we got a slur, and today I'm just not gonna fuck with that. They tell us you got a little dark meat living with you, Wade Gaskell say. Nothing like a insert the S word for the indigenous girl. To keep you warm, Whitey? And he punched Mr. Whitey's arm real hard. I don't understand why these young guys talk so rude to Mr. Whitey, 'cause he be about 40, and they don't usually be so smart with older men. It's literally just the racism, buddy. And the sexism that's baked into it as well, of course. Tell us what it's like, Whitey. I hear that S word you got is really hot stuff. My brother says he had her after a dance down at Hobama, that she really knows how to move it. Lou Iverson says. His brother just smile and nod. Mr. Whitey tried to just look at the pool table. He do his in-breathing laugh and shake his head. Don't tell me you're not getting any. Jesus, you won't keep a S word around for long like that. They're really saying it lots today, huh? Then Wade Gaskell say to his friends, I wonder if old Whitey would know what to do with it if it walked up and bit him. The it use. Same reason I immediately didn't like the foundation writing because they referred to peoples, even if they're not human peoples, as it. I'm not cool with that. And they all laugh real loud. Of course they do. I just realized I don't have my trigger warning up for the WP. That should have been up for a while. That should have been up, and I didn't, and this is becoming very relevant. If anybody is a little like, I can't handle this shitty peoples, I understand. We will see you later. Okay. That was my bad. I should have had that up. But also, anytime you're like, I just need to go, I fully am on board. Okay. Mr. Whitey stayed and finished the game, but them guys kept tease him most of the time. By the time we leave, his shirt be soaked to his back and belly, and he have to wipe his face with his handkerchief 2 or 3 times. They're mean dudes, Mr. Whitey, I says to him. Don't pay no attention to what they say. Wade's brother did a murder here a couple of years ago. That's why we don't like him. They're all that kind of guys. But Mr. Whitey just stares straight ahead as we walk back to the car. I was going to say the way they wrote it, the way WP/Silas wrote this, the trip down or trip to town was good. And I was like, the trip back's not going to be so good, is it? And here we are. Judy is wait for us, all smiles, at the co-op store. She be excited to tell us about the good buys she got, and she give back to Mr. Whitey must be $30 of what he gave to her. Mr. Whitey hardly say nothing, and he got a big, thick V right between his eyebrows, so he's just scrunched up. That he make by squinting his eyes, like he thinking real hard to remember something. I guess it would be, remember, we're racist. Remember, we're racist. We all go to the Gold Nugget Cafe across from the Canada Legion. We have deluxe hamburgers and chips with gravy. I don't know if that's chips or fries chips. Did you just get British, Silas? Did you just call chips when you meant fries? I don't know. I try to make some jokes to get Mr. Whitey to feel better, and he finally laugh a little. He pour about half a bottle of ketchup on his chips, and a couple of times he spills some right on the big red flower on his shirt. He say he watering the flower, and we all have a good laugh about that, even little Emmanuel. Then Mr. Whitey, still look worried, but not so much, take us all to the Wheatlands Theater for the early show. I would believe they are French fries. Yeah, I think that they are, but I'm like, Silas, are you British now? It's cute. Okay, sorry. No. The Wheatlands Theater, though, he's taking them to a show. He's really doing better. I like it. Okay. Him and me sure laugh at that cartoon of that there Roadrunner bird. Oh my gosh, really, guys? And the poor old coyote who always get rocks dumped on him. And of course, I say Wile E. Coyote when I say that, but otherwise it's coyote. Just because that's his name. It feels like that's the way you say his name, even. Anyway, okay. Emmanuel be more interested in looking at the ceiling, which got a whole lot of tiny lights look like stars on a clear night. Aww. On the way back to the farm, I ride in the back seat with little Emmanuel, and he go to sleep beside me, roll over, and lay with his head on my knee. Aw, cute. Judy sit over close to Mr. Whitey and kind of rest her head on his shoulder. Ooh. She say a couple or 3 times about how much she enjoy herself and tell Mr. Whitey what a good man he is. Well, you didn't see the bad pool hall day. When we get to the farm, I carry little Emmanuel upstairs and put him in his bed, and then I go to my room. So I guess the drive back wasn't too bad. Judy makes tea, but I don't hear hardly no talk from Mr. Whitey, and I sure surprised when I hear him get up and walk heavy to his bedroom, without even say goodnight. In the middle of the night, I get waked up by a lot of noise come from Judy Powderface's bedroom. Yeah, this is gonna go bad. Okay, take a deep breath, everybody. A lot of noise from the bedroom. All you had to do was ask, I hear her say, her voice all muffled, like maybe she got her hands in front of her face. You figure 'cause I'm Indian, you don't have to ask. Mr. Whitey mumbles something that I don't hear. No, say Judy Powderface pretty loud, and then a couple more times. It ain't the kind of no that telling him to stop something, but the kind that means she ain't gonna do something. Then I hear Mr. Whitey do his in-breathing laugh, the bed creak, and his big, bare feet slap the linoleum back to his room. Okay, so I think it's less something bad happened and more something bad could have happened. I don't know. When I get up in the morning, Judy and Emmanuel's cardboard boxes be packed and sitting by the door. Oh. She see me look at the boxes. When Ethan bring Mad Etta up to see Emmanuel, we're going back to the reserve with him. I don't know if she expect me to ask why or not, but I don't. Half an hour or so later, I just coming up from feed the chickens when I hear Mr. Whitey's gun shooting. One down and a couple to go, he say to me as I come round the corner of the house, and he kind of say it to Judy Powderface too, who be come to see the screen door what the shooting is all about. Little Emmanuel still sit cross-legged in front of the gopher hole. His hands still hold out some green stuff. Right in front of his hand, the gopher lay dead, where Mr. Whitey put about 3 bullets in him. Emmanuel don't cry or nothing. He just reach down and pick up the dead gopher. He hold it in his little black hands that be dark and shiny as polished furniture in the lobby of the Alice Hotel in Wetaskiwin, and turn his head slow to look at Mr. Whitey. The look on Emmanuel's face be so fierce that it even scare me a little bit. Judy Powderface look at me in a way that sort of asks what she should do, but I don't know. Mr. Whitey lean his rifle against the porch railing, take a step back, and laugh that in-breathing laugh of his. It's only a gopher, he say real low. His face be awful red and covered with sweat, and there be big wet spots under each arm of his blue shirt. Little Emmanuel just keep looking at him, and he hold the gopher against his own chest, and it make its own kind of stains on him. All I know is I wouldn't want to be Mr. Whitey Bremner today, not for all the things in the world that I can think of. This is one of those reasons that, like, we know that this is a good freaking writer, but it's also just like, okay, what really happened? It's still blurry. And it's my understanding that Mr. Whitey wasn't someone to go forcing anything, but he was maybe a little bit rough when he tried to impress upon Judy that they should enter a physical relationship, and she said no, and he should have just asked instead of tried to force, and then because of that he laughed at her, probably told her to then get out or you don't get to stay here. I don't know what he was saying, but she left. And isn't that just a tough one? Ooh. Mr. Whitey. But hello, Tsukiyomi. Hi. We're totally not having a big cry. Why are you licking my frog? Why? Why do you do this? You silly. Always with the lick. Blech. But okay. Why not? Well, when you say it like that. Tasty. They taste good. What you're tasting is the radiation. Okay. Generium with another classic ridiculous trigger word. I almost just said it right off, but I needed to say, geez, thank you. More licking frogs. Jeez. Zooey mama. Zooey mama. Okay. And then for Lahonk, I'm sorry you had to wait so long, Lahonk. But here you go. And no, I do not condone this. This is not real. These are Lahonk's request words. But today we will dissect frogs and unlock the secret to how they maintain radioactive. We're not going to dissect any of my frogs. We're not dissecting frogs. Don't do that. Don't do that. Sounded like the SCP peoples. I know you joined the bonk site, but you joined the foundation? Ugh. Lahonk. No. But now we're gonna do redeems that are the other redeems, not just our words. Okay, Raven yawn count begin. Ugh. Lahonk, you gotta murder the frog. Oh no, that's you threatening dissection, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I should have known, but I didn't. When I created that emote, I didn't know it would be used for this. I didn't know. Okay, but it's gonna be sticks wrestle time, so let's get that all lined up. Ba-doo ba-doo boo. It was almost a bad typo, but then I fixed it. Look at that spinning little frog. Oh my gosh, it's a normal froggy, but look at him spin. Oh my gosh, and that's the froggy people's lick covered in frogs there. It's so disturbing. What have you done? Probably I should, if we did a lick, it would be the frog. It definitely wouldn't be, because sometimes I think about what if we made like a little raven for these emotes, but for the lick, I don't want to do the lick. The frogs should do the lick, them with their big old long tongues. That would be best. But then also my instinct is the frog catches a fly with tongue. But then how do you use that? The lick is, unfortunately, the lick is more usable than the tongue frog moment. Anyway. Raven rambled. Ignore that. Anyway, sticks Russell time. Okay. Here we go. There was our sticks rustle, lots of sticks, because it felt like. And now, singing frog! It's time to make the frog go sing. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That was another raven yawn. Ha ha ha. Okay. Let's see those singing frog emote, my dudes. It's time for the frog to sing. And there was our frog. Whoop. Hi, Crow. I was just gonna say hello, Uncaged Crow. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We actually have a somewhat new tradition that we're starting. Whenever we've got a new follower, we drop some sort of dance emote. So there, you see the dancing frogs. I'm gonna drop my own dancing frog from 7TV, and that's our little welcome in. So yeah, it's a little dance party. But thank you. Welcome in, Crow. Cack. Yes. Oh no, the cacks. Oh, that's so cute. The hearts. Oh yes, more dances. I love making it a little dance party. It's a fun time. Oh, what's this one? Oh, it's the booties. I love the frog boogie. He's so cute too. Okay. Next is Comb Twing. Feel free to make redeems. Crow, since you're new and you probably haven't got any points yet, radioactive ribbits. Not Kong. What? If you have any, jeez, I can't type. Redeems that you're like, oh, what is this? I want to see this. I may just give it to you for free because you are new. So just let me know, because like, especially when I'm like in between stories and I just want to do stuff. Oh, you already look at you already doing that anyway. You're so sweet. Okay, Comb Twing is right now. No, where's that? There we go. You get 300 when you follow. Yeah, but that's not enough for everything. I still say it, okay? Today I'm following you. What does that mean, Goldie? What does that mean? I'm guessing from stream to stream. You can't. No one can keep up with the Fets. There's a bajillion streams, though. Fed is everywhere. Fed is everywhere. Okay. Yeah. Literally, Fed is everywhere. It's nuts. But okay. It's Comb Twins. I do. Okay. Stop floating, little model. It's not necessary. Okay, there was our cone twins. Lots of fun with those. Come here. Now it is chain time. Whoa. I've yet to see a stream without Velgor. Well, guess what? You're in one. Velgor just pretty much pops in here and there. Like, I should have known last time Velgor showed up right before Violet Spellcraft, who is my good buddies, was coming in for a raid. I was like, huh, Velgor, you're in here. That's good to see. And then boom, Vi. I was like, yeah, I should have known. I should have known that's why. That tipped me off, yeah. I missed it because I was being a bread brain. There was no brain, it was just bread. Gambled all my points, but somehow I'm on 777. Ooh, fun number. But I hit the jackpot. See, you bet them all, but then you kept hanging out and earning more. So there you go. You lurk everywhere. Yes. Oh, you lurkers that are everywhere. Okay. But chain time. I'm gonna move the mic just a little bit. Ugh. I'm still at 11k. Well, dang, Lahonk. Share. No. Okay, this might be loud. Yeah, I'm gonna mute to be safe. Hold on. Mic movement. Ow! I finally moved it and it did a big pop, so I'm glad I muted it for you guys, but it was very stuck and it's still stiff. So this might not be a good time when I have to move it for other stuff. But okay. No one is hired in this channel. No. Okay, here's Chain. Hmm? Flino! Hi, welcome, Flino! The creator of Rage Puffing is here to redeem Rage Puffing. Oh no. Ah! Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Wicadia Fire. Is that how I say the name? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. We have a bit of a tradition as of late to drop some kind of dance emote into the chat whenever we have a new friend. Who will be my dance today? Give me a dance. I'm going to do my party parrots. Anyway, okay. Some suspicious dance, Fetster. Don't even worry about it. Oh, those are cute. These little hypes. Yes. We love a little raven. So many dance options. They're all so great. Oh. Oh, nice. I like the little cow wibbles. Bendy Spoon has some cute guys. What is that? Oh, is this a little golden crab? Look at that guy. That's cute. But Lahonk is no dance. I have no idea what frog that is. I think it's a crab. Lahonk, I think he's crab. I don't think he's frog. Anyway, okay. Crab. I did change. We're gonna move to Rage Puffin, I guess. Also, it makes it easier. You can call me Wicca or Fire. Ooh, those are both good nicknames. Give me a minute and I'll put together a big dance party set of emotes. Oh no, what does that mean? Okay, but alright, so we're gonna do Rage Puffing. And because I know that there are a couple of new followers, you don't know what this is, and no one should have to know what this is. Oh no, I've caught the bread brain. That's so great, because I earned my brain. I must have stolen yours, Lahonk. We traded. You got the bread, I got the brain. We share a brain cell. And I have it for today. Okay, I'm setting up my chair. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Black Rose Night 0. But thank you for the follow. Oh, welcome. We have a new tradition. I was just saying that we drop some kind of dance emote into the chat whenever we've got a new person. And so we're dropping some dances. Dance. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I actually seem to have brain. Some days I do not seem to have a brain, and that's when we say I have bread instead. But it appears I have a brain, and that's good. That's helpful. But okay, so I was saying Rage Puffing. Right. Well, so basically, Flynn, who redeemed this Rage Puffing today, you bought a Porsche today? Dang! Enjoy your Porsche. Enjoy that. That's fine. I'm glad you saved up for something that you care about. But Rage Puffing, yes. So basically what happened was that Flinno here jumped in and saw that I had a redeem for page ruffling, which is, let me grab a book. It's this. You know when you just kind of fluff the pages, it makes that little sound. And so, Flinno was like seeing that, and then did a spoonerism where you mix up the letters at the start. Like you might say, instead of Dear Jesus, you say Dear Jesus. And that's one of my favorite spoonerisms from a YouTuber. But so, oh no, another. Oh no, wait, I did a mix up. Thank you, Violetta, for the original. But the Flynn was like, well, what the heck is Rage Puffing? And we're all like, I don't know. Where did you get that? And yeah, they're Lahonk. Yeah, I've another. And we say, oh, well, you know what? I think it would sound like this. And what is that? And I said, it sounds like a Karen making a bunch of angry sounds. Well, I never, and stuff like that. And so I done reading bad. You did a bad read. It's okay. And so then we made Rage Puffing, and I was like, you know what, I can do that. We can make that a redeem. And I shouldn't have. Because now they redeem it every stream. at least one, usually many. And here we have it. In the time that I was talking about it, we have redeemed 2 more rage puffings and 1 page ruffling. So I'll be doing a bunch. Now, I did say one point that if you if you all came together and redeemed a bunch of rage puffing in a row, then I would do like an extended rage puffing. But what I usually do with my triggers is that I break them up. And rage puffing is the only one that you can only order once. A person can only order it once per stream. But yeah, the others you can redeem multiple times, but not rage puffing. It's just too much. You're all for it. Okay. And so my plan here, because I've got 3, I wouldn't say that that's all of you working together. That wasn't a full community. That was a partial group effort. Oh, Rana, another. Oh, okay, 4. You know what? We're getting close to me eating my words. What I think I will still do is I'll just do a couple at a time. So I'm gonna do rage puffing 1. Then we have page ruffling, and then we'll get back to stories, I think. That is the plan for now. Rage puffing the long way. You're another rage puff. No, you're doing it, you guys. No. You reached the deem limit on its edge. Yes, you can only redeem it once per stream. How many subs do you have? Me? Long? I have 40. Cage, how dare you? Cage, you betray me. Looks like one of those expired in the last hour. Oh, one of the subs? Oh yeah, it looks like maybe. Only once. Man, this is a dictatorship. Only once per person. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and technically 6. So there's already plenty. Thank you. We need no more rage puffing. I will explode. This is plenty. But also, Pet, thank you for the little dance party collection you said you would do. Look at it. Look at the little dance party. All of the emotes. What I'm a little bit sad about, Fett, is that my little frog did not make it in. You made me sad. I'm just in between episodes, so feel free to disregard mine, jokes aside. No, I made a promise. I put my faith in your hands. Rana. Thank you, Rana, for doing the prop. And I'm just teasing, but that has a lot of little dancies. And you do get maxed out. You can't have all of them at once. I was at the character limit. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, the expired one didn't stay, I guess. Ooh. I gotta say, the one with the cat butthole that's a heart. Yeah, is that a dance? I mean, he's wiggling his booty a little bit. Yeah. But it's a great little dance party. I like it. And I'm glad the Violet's rat made it in. Oh, look at all the dumbs. Look at all the dumbs. Oh my gosh. Fully distractible. Okay. Alright. I'm going to scoot. We're going to do the first rage puffing and then page ruffling. The rest I'm scared of right now. Oh. But okay, here we go. Rage puffing. I'm angry. Sorry. Laughing at it. Okay. have to take rage puffing seriously. You can't go making a joke. But okay. That was our rage puffing. Oh, I need oxygen after that. Another victory for the frog. I'm glad you're feeling victorious. But okay. I'll do page ruffling and then we're gonna get to our next story. And then I have to attack the wall of rage puffs. Oh my gosh. We've got 2 and then a whispers and then 3 and then a mouth pops. And that's probably enough for that break too. But oh my gosh, you guys. It's too much. Okay, page ruffling. Let's click that. We're switching around. They just followed you again. You're the one that called it out. Okay. Put the cax in the bag. I will get to the cax at the next break, good sir. He has returned. Yes. And run. What is in that little guy's mouth? Is that chicken nugget in Aisha's mouth? I never left, lol. Like I said, Fett is everywhere, all at once. Okay, page ruffling. Where's my... I only have... Oh, I have to do a big reach. Hold on. Come here, book. I see you hiding. Okay. So we start with a little small book, stiff pages. Oh, sorry, I bonked. And then we'll do a big fluffy book. Here we go. Page rufflings. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm going to move the mic. Let's see if it gets mad at me. It is getting mad at me. Okay, 2 seconds. I mute. Okay, I'm back. Ruffling. Little book. Stiff. Okay, and now the big fluffier book. Here we go. Okay, bye-bye, Cage. We'll see you again soon. Enjoy your trip, enjoy your anime. There is our page ruffling. Oh, goodness. Crowded little desk. Okay. Do I have a bowl of cereal, then sleep, or sleep now with no cereal? I mean, I think it's a good idea to do cereal and then sleep, but it's up to you. My cat is attempting to convince me that it is her dinner time. It is not. Well, what a little liar. Very classic, though. Kitties do be hungry. Sir, help! I have never been fed ever. Never. So I fed you 2 minutes ago. No, I have never been fed. I pray my coconut milk hasn't gone bad. Fucking cry on the kitchen floor. Oh no. I'm sorry if it is. Oh, I'm sorry. That's an angry mic. I should have given warning. But so far, so good. Is that your kitty doing the big sniff, or is that just because someone has redeemed a sniff? Okay. We'll get to all of those more redeems at the next break. But next is Bones, the next story in the book. Bones. Not bony ass, what? Bones. That is a dog, Raven. I'm aware it's a dog. I think that Fed is using it because that is what his cat be do. Dog. It's gone bad. No! I'm sorry, Rana. I should have told you, go to bed now and check your milk in the morning, so that it's not when you need it, but oops. Raven yelled at me. I did not yell at you, but I did give you a good sass. I will give you that much. The Ben's reference? I promise, whatever reference I may have made, it was unintentional. But then my day would be ruined, not my night. Oh, it's true, you're right. I'm sorry. But, I mean, your day could get ruined and then get better. Your night would get ruined and then you'd be asleep, so that your night would still just be ruined. We got a free little rage puff for a sec there. Just a little taster. Glad to see you again. Good to see you too, Casey Kaylee. We're into our W.P. Kinsella's book again. So we gotta stop chatting and doing redeems. It's time for me to read. Jeez, you're such distracted. I need to focus. Okay, Bones. It's not a trigger, it's a reading. There you go. Bones. Here we go. After they carted Redwater Jones's bones off to the Glenbow Museum place in Calgary, we all sit around Blind Louis Coyote's cabin on the reserve and talk about it some. Especially Bedelia Coyote, who figure we should do something about it. Okay, well, who's Redwater Jones? When did we get their bones? What's happening? I'm guessing it's like somebody found a old grave. Something archaeologists would be involved on. And then they're like, okay, let's put it in a museum. Or we could bury it in a good place and give it another ceremony. Fine. Oh. Who, miss, I have a special request. Oh no, I'm scared. What does that mean? Oh, I sure hope there aren't any bones in this story or I'll be scared bigly. Unfortunate, we are already into bones. Can I see your entire model, please? Oh, you are. You are seeing my entire model. This is like taking the mask off at Disney World. Embarrassing. I only have so much. If I had a full model, you'd be able to see my deer legs, and that would break the illusion. That would break the hypnotism. So you're not supposed to do it. Stinky cheese. Why you give me stinky cheese? I hope both sides of your pillow are warm tonight. Oh, because he's gonna buy all the coconut milk everywhere. How rude. Okay, sorry. Where is the legs? They're not here. Bones? I'm sorry, Flynn. You won't see any bones, but I will be talking about bones. Bones. Okay. No. Yes, I'm sorry. This is all the model I have right now. I'm glad I have this, okay? One day I will have a full body, but that will not be today. Okay. So if I don't have enough you're on attack. Sorry. I don't have enough trouble getting good milk while lactose intolerant. Now LaHonk is gonna slim my chances. Yeah, because LaHonk is of pest. LaHonk is a little pest, just going around bonking people, trying to steal frogs, buying up all the non-lactose milks. You little pout. You know you're like that, and it's lovely. Oh my gosh, you bonked me? Of course I've been bonked by the La Bonk. Even if you don't have full body or model, it's really cute. Thank you, Casey Kaylee. Thank you. Yes, Olivia Tootie is her name. She did the good. I think it's Pats with an S that we give our head pats. I don't know why it's not Pat. No, there it is. There we go. La Honk did La Bonk is true. And Olivia, we worked specifically on getting my antlers in, and I was very pleased with them. So, yes, antlers. Yee. Okay. Where was I? Yes. So they've got these bones. They're taking them away. And we're wondering about if they should do something. Where is Angel Raven? The biblically accurate Raven. I have to pull up the different model version, the one without the antlers, and then I need to mess with that because I want to recreate that. That was a silly moment. I need to focus. Jeez, La Bonk, you bonking my focus right now. That's what you're doing. You lurk now, sleep since there's no milk. Yeah, I'm sorry. Eat well. You can call me Kaylee. Casey's just French in e-sport tag, so I don't. But I like it. Casey Kaylee. But okay, Kaylee. I will call you Kaylee. Fetster does a tuck. I guess since DJ isn't here, it's your job to tuck. LaHonk took a bit of the tuck. That's good. Okay. Right, Bedelia's like, we should do something about it, maybe. She remind us guys that us guys got an organization, the Hobama chapter of the Ermine Skin Warrior Society. I'm gonna yawn through my reading. Ermine Skin Warrior Society. That's the part I started yawning at. What was started for us by the American Indian movement. A name like that be kind of exciting, make us think of war parties and do brave things. Bedelia say that we should go down to that museum place and demand that they give us back the bones so we can bury them in the Indian cemetery, or at least keep them guys from put Redwater Jones on display like something from a zoo. Heck yeah, if we don't like that, then we shouldn't do it. Bedelia Coyote is short, heavy set, and got long black hair parted down the middle. Her hair is coarse, and when I looked down on top of her head, it looked like she got a line painted with white paint divide the two halves of her hair. She got a wide, soft nose, full lips, and big mouth full of teeth. Bedelia believe in this here women's rights stuff, and she get that MS magazine delivered to her along with a lot of mail from something called Feminist News Service. And she go around calling the other girls sister even though they ain't related. Being a woman is pretty bad, Bedelia say. Being a poor woman is worse. But being a poor Indian woman is worst of all. We say maybe we gonna do something about it, but not right now. Bedelia don't give up easy, and she follow us guys down to the pool hall at Hobama, where she grabbed the pink ball off the table and bounced it down to the far end of the hall to get us to pay attention to her. She knows you guys don't do shit. She has to kick your butts. She knows. What caused all the trouble was that a carload of archaeologists came snoop around the reserve one day. They got permission from Indian Affairs Department to dig in a place where some new houses being built. I knew that's how that went. That would have been okay, probably, but they get lost on the way there, get their car stuck, and while they trying to dig it out, find the bones of an Indian been dead a long time. So they found the bones just under where a car got stuck? Or was that just the lie they say to dig in the place they didn't have a permit? Since they dig him up from a place where they not supposed to be, we try and keep them from taking the bones away. But Chief Tom Crow-Eye, who rather be white than Indian, smile all over them archaeologists, tell them about his run for the Conservative Party in the next election, and tell them take away whatever they want. Me and Bedelia and my friend Frank Fencepost is named that Indian Redwater Jones, 'cause where they found his bones was in a ditch of red clay. Well, there you go. Why don't you guys get off your asses and do something? Bedelia yelled at us. If we all go down there and ask them for bones back, they have to give them to us. Most of us guys is pretty shy about meet up with the government people, I explained. Yeah, if we could maybe fist fight them for the bones, it'd make everything okay, say Frank. Oh my gosh, Frank. If you guys don't go, then I go by myself. Tell every one of the Ermine Skin Warrior Society be a bunch of old men too tired to fight for the bones of their brother. Yep, insult them. That'll do it. Next day, we borrow Louis Coyote's pickup truck, and 6 of us guys and Bedelia Coyote go to Calgary to the Glenbow Institute. It worked. Boy, it be one big place, and even Bedelia is not very brave when we get there. I'm the only one been there before, so I take them up to where Mr. Hugh Dempsey is have his office. Silas went to the Glenbow Institute when he was looking up the story of the kid in the oven story, and he looked up for any more info on it and found out that it wasn't quite the version that they told everybody, and he decided to let people keep on thinking it was the way that they had told it because it just was cuter. But anyway, okay. Boy, it be one big place. She's not very Find Mr. Hugh Dempsey. He's having office. He be a man who helped me learn some Indian history one time. Mr. Dempsey got a gray suit and a kind face. We shake hands on all of us and say he don't know nothing about Redwater Jones, but he call up the men who do and get them to have a meeting with us. Mr. Dempsey be a white man, but he got an Indian wife, and he have a picture of her right up on his desk to show that he ain't ashamed to have her. We get taken into a conference room with a long wood table got glass over the top of it. The walls be painted pale purple on one side and yellow on the other, and the ceiling look like a big plastic ice cube tray that they sell at the Metropolitan store, only it be full of white light bulbs. There's 4 guys in suits and ties. Each have puffy cheeks and small eyes. Mr. Dempsey wish us luck and go off to his own office, but first he tell the other men he wishes they listen close to what we say. Good guy Dempsey. All these fancy rooms make us real nervous. I bet the museum men be nervous and feel out of place if they was to meet with us in the beer parlor of the Queen's Hotel in Calgary, which is the place downtown where all the Indians hang around. We tell them, as polite as we know how, that them archaeologists dig up the bones of the man we call Redwater Jones on a part of the reserve where they ain't supposed to be. So we figure they shouldn't have hauled the bones off the reserve, and they should give them back to us so we can take and bury them proper. Yeah. Sorry, little pups. I move. The men don't take long to tell us that them bones be historical objects and they got a right to keep them 'cause they come under the Indian Artifacts Act or something like that. They wave around a printed paper and give it to me 'cause I the one who reads best. But that printing be all full of whereases and other big government words. As near as I can see, it worded so the government can do whatever it wants, which is what it always does anyway. Sure wish we could print up rules and make them into laws the way the government does. Then Bedelia Coyote speak up and tell him, hey, we going to one of these days go up to maybe the Mount Pleasant Cemetery in Edmonton, one of them white men burial grounds, and dig around for some white man artifacts. We figure we start up a white man museum at Hoboma. Maybe in the empty building used to be the McLeod hardware store that went broke. We set knives and forks and broken bottles around on the shelves, and boy, when we dig up a dead white man, we gonna glue all his bones together and put him out for tourists to see every summer and for school kids come and look and study about. Boy, them white men sure get excited as Bedelia talk. I bet. That's her point. Hey, Silas, Frank Pencepost whispered to me, if Bedelia talks much longer, them guys gonna be red enough to be Indians. gonna get. Oh, goodness, Frank. There are laws against desecrating graves, one of the suits tells us in a voice like a minister. Should you even consider taking such action, we would respond with every legal weapon at our disposal. This is exactly what Bedelia want them to say. Then how come there is no law to keep people from dig up our graves on the reserve? That's different, they say. We are digging in the name of history. Besides, you're only... And he stopped without finishing the sentence. Yeah, he do. We only gonna dig up graves of people who dies before maybe 1910. We can dig in the name of history too, say Bedelia. Frank and Rufus and the rest of us guys slap our hands on the glass table top to show we agree with her. We argue as good as we can, but they is the government and we is Indians, so it'd be pretty easy to figure out what going to happen. We go down to the Queen's Hotel and have us a few beers, and I guess most of us willing to forget the whole thing. But not Bedelia. What kind of warrior society are you guys anyway, she say to us. You never hear of a raiding party? If you guys don't do something, I get me a gun and go back there and hold them up. It sure makes us guys feel pretty small to hear her talk that way. We don't want people to think we be like Chief Tom, who left his wife on the reserve and lived with his girlfriend in Wetaskiwin in an apartment, got a sauna bath and a swimming pool. And two, we don't want Bedelia should get herself in trouble. So we drive back out to Glenbow. Mr. Dempsey told us that Redwater Jones be in a place called cataloging. In the lobby of the Glenbow, I read the big building directory on the wall. Then I go down to the basement to the cataloging department. I take me a deep breath and walk right in like I supposed to be there. Mr. Dempsey sent me down for the bones from the ermine skin reserve at Hobama, I say. He want to show them to the people at the meeting so they can see they being looked after okay. The guy go and get 3 green plastic bags. Sign here, he say, and push a white form at me. I sign it, Redwater Jones. I love it. Okay, sorry. Outside, Frank, he backed the truck right over a parking meter. He be in such a hurry to get away. Frank, little destructive agent. Frank reads like a D&D character sometimes, because he'll do crazy things and he'll succeed, and he'll do crazy things and he'll fail, and he'll just do some things where he's just ridiculous. He reads like a D&D character. I'm just saying. I'm saying it. Okay. We sure pretty excited because the Ermine Skin Warrior Society done its first raid. Thank you, Fett. I feel supported. I like it. Okay. I change places with Frank as we drive up the highway toward Hobama, because Frank, he ain't got no driver's license. Frank, chaotic neutral. Yeah. Yeah. He acts as if he's chaotic good. You know, he's got his own idea of good and bad, because, you know, he's like, we just gotta kick down these guys because they're bad. But it ends up being a bit more chaotic neutral. Yeah. Anyway, okay, we figure we gonna put Redwater Jones up on a platform, let the air get at his bones the way old-time Indians used to do with their dead people. Okay. Did our tribe really used to do that? Bedelia asked. I don't know for sure, and neither do anyone else, but we all seen it done in the movie Jeremiah Johnson. That showed at the Wheatlands Theater in Wetaskiwin. That's the unfortunate reality. It's the moments where, you know, a culture that's been squashed and intentionally tried to be erased, and then some people try and bring it back, or some people misunderstand how it went and make some nonsense up, whatever. It ends up in a movie or some other pop culture, and the people that don't really know what their culture was end up copying something that's not real, or is something from a different nation, or maybe it is really from their tribe, but you don't know. So silly. It's a sad thing, but it's also just such a silly thing. I love that they're including that here. Okay. Ain't hardly anyone around that remembers the old customs no more. Yep. I stopped by and asked our medicine lady, Mad Etta, if she thinks we put our dead up in trees. She says she think we did a long time ago, but she not sure. Have to build a platform out of big logs to hold Mad Etta, she say, and laugh. Shake like a waterbed I seen in a furniture store in Edmonton one time. Etta, she weigh about 300 pounds, and over to the Alice Hotel in Wetaskiwin, they got 2 chairs wired together and braced with 2x4 so Etta can drink beer and not bust up the furniture. Yay. Every time we gotta talk about how fat she is. It's much. I'm glad that she laughs at it too, but it's just like, it's a bit much. Okay. Next morning, Bedelia, me, Frank, and Rufus First Rider go way back in the bush, and with small logs and limbs, we build a platform in the trees to hold Redwater Jones. We got those bags of bones hang on a rope in Sam standing at the door's cream well, which he about the last place we figured the RCMP to look if they come around. This is not the first time they've talked about the reinforced chair law. Exactly, that's why I'm like, yes, okay. I get that this is, though, like, the reason they reiterate is because, like, you never know what order these stories are read, what these books are read, so it's fair, but it's just like, yes, we get it, she's big, okay. Okay. It snowed in the night, and everything be white. The poplar trees look all silvery against the sky, and our voices seem to carry a long way even when we speak soft. Frank, he want to bring a chainsaw to cut the trees for the platform, but me and Bedelia say no. Old-time Indians don't have no chainsaws. We gotta do this with our own hands. What if this here guy ain't Indian? Frank say. Bedelia's face looks surprised, like she ain't thought of that before. He could be white. That land weren't even reserved when they say he died. We don't even know if he was a he. We don't even know if he was a he. Frank keep on. This is true, and unfortunately, this is why the archaeologists would be helpful right now. But okay. Bedelia, be silent for a while. Pull hard at a piece of deadfall. When you get right down to the bones, I guess it don't make so much difference, she say. No, it's hard to tell. That night we head out to the platform, get as close as we can with Louis Coyote's pickup. The bones be in the back of the truck, and we got Mad Etta in the back of the truck too, under her tarpaulin. Look like we carry maybe a big statue. She'd be pretty good for extra weight in case the truck starts to get stuck in the snow. When we get out of the truck, there be some cigarette smoke come from around the edge of the tarp, so we know Mad Etta be under there and okay. We still over half a mile from where we build the platform. We walk along single file through the poplar and willow trees. The snow is fall in big soft flakes like owl feathers. Me and Frank and Bedelia each got one of the slippery bags with bones in it. The snow be too soft to crunch, and about all you can hear is Mad Etta wheeze some, 'cause she not used to walk for such a long time. I see a flake big as a postage stamp land right on Mad Etta's big flat nose. Etta, she know the old-time death songs of our people, and she start up to chant some. First soft as the voice of a small animal, then rise up slow to the scream of the hawk. We take up the rhythm of her voice, and we pretty soon move along the snowy trail like dancers. The end. That's kind of cool that they really got into it in their little secret ceremony moment. But that's cool. Yee. All right, the end of Bones. That was a good one. It is a good one. I'm wondering what would have happened if they left the bones to get, officially, like, it was this race and this gender and this height, because they can do specific things, like the TV show Bones says they can do. But they didn't do that, and so now Redwater is still very vague. We have no idea who Redwater is, really. But they're still going to treat them nice, so that's cool. But okay. The next story is called Pit Lamping, whatever that means. But that one was Bones. It's Pit Lamping. And I'm not sure if we'll get more than the next story because, yeah. Ooh. Oh. It looks like some of the stories have specific for. So Bones didn't have anyone that it was specifically for, but the next one is for a Mario M. Martinelli. It's for Mario. Okay, but all right, let's do the dreaded rest of rage puffing. I'm scared, guys. You're gonna judge me. I'm not gonna be able to rage puff the whole way through. But after this, I probably will alter my Rage Puff cooldown so that you can't pull this off anymore. It'll be like a max total 3 in a stream or something, just because I'm gonna be doing that. Which would mean that next time I do a subathon, I would get very few Rage Puffs. Ooh, that's a nice thought, Raven. That's a nice thought. Thank you, Raven. I did good. You cry, you pout. I can't maintain this. This is why there is cooldown. You can't do this to me. No. Rage puffing. Just be glad I'm doing this. I could refund a bunch of them. I could do that. I could refuse. I'm being nice right now. Because I kind of promised it. But, yeah. And it's not my fault you only pulled off 7 that you guys organized for. I think it was a total of 7. We got, or maybe 6. 1, 2, 3. Wow, I can't even keep track. Oh, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6. Ugh, you could do one. Oh. What? Would you betray me like that, Fett? Would you betray me like that? Lahonk's excited. Cage already betrayed me. Okay, here's Lahonk's page. Rage puffing. It begin. Ugh. Ugh. What? I can't. Oh, you. Ignoring. Moving on. You can't. Well, I know. Okay, that was about 1. That was about 1 minute. That's 1 rage puff word. Give me a moment. I said you can't make jokes while I do this. I can't maintain it. That's what I said, Devon. I was saying that while in the middle of the rage puff. Because it really do. It just like, I giggle and I'm out of it. I needed to focus. Okay. Alright, check out the thing. Okay. I can do this. Yawn. Okay, refund. Not enough rage. Oh, Lahonk, promise. There is more. Too much puff. Too much puff, not enough rage. Well, this is a good fuel because I'm about to go off again. More rage. No. Not enough rage. Look at the angry little kitty. All I can think of is the Emperor's New Groove cat. That she turns into. It just looks like a little. Oh, and Angie looks so pouty, so sad, but it's Angie. Okay, see, I distracted. You did that. Okay. Okay, is that enough, Angie? Is that enough, Angie? You pout, dog. You pout, pout, pout. That was a very big Angie. You saying no, Devon? That wasn't enough, Angie? You're rude. You're rude. That one says rage, but it has hearts in the eyes. And that one, Either those eyebrows are impressive, or there's like ghosts coming out of. What is going on? I don't know that. So many Angie emotes. There is. There is. Okay, a different gift for the hunk now. Here we go. Oh no, I don't even remember. Oh no. Oh wait, now I remember. Okay. I got this. Okay. Slam your face into. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's me, cack. Cack. There you go. I gave you extra cacks. Are you happy? Are you happy, the hunk? There was 100 cacks. There was not 100 cacks. There was 20 or 25. You counted it? Because I saw that there was only 4 or 5 rows. And there was 5 at a time. And that would mean that there would have to be a lot more rows. Just saying. I was paying attention. Were you? Apparently not. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, we have 3 more rage puffs and I'm gonna die. You're gonna kill me like this. I'm gonna get so angry. My blood pressure is gonna go and I'm gonna explode. That's what's gonna happen. That's what you're gonna do to me. No, I've been caught. No. Another. Oh, and my model froze in a weird way. Look at her weird face. Look at her. She looks so weird. She looks like an alien. That doesn't look right. Okay, please refrain from such actions. Oh gosh, no. Thank you. I am Admiral. I will do my best to not actually explode. And ow, ooh, how, ow. I make fun. Yeah. How dare you join this train? I don't know if you even know how much of a shit show it is. I've already done 3 rage puffs. I have 3 more, and you make another request. Thankfully, Fett hasn't yet turned against me, but there's still so many. Cage already turned against me from the far away. Fett joined the puff side. Ooh, the bonk side becomes the puff side. That's kind of fun. It sounds less scary when it's puff, but he's bad. Okay. Focus. And we begin. Oh, and I'm only doing the 3 more in this break because I can't do everything. I'm going to get to the mouth puffs and sniffs, and then we're done because this is a big break and I want to read the next story. But yeah, okay. The rest of them will happen at the end. It will happen. Okay. Not me yawning in the middle of it. Angie yawn. Angie yawn. Okay. Also, please refrain from making jokes while Raven does a rage puff. It will shorten your rage puff. I can't maintain it. I'm officially saying it. If you make me laugh during a rage puff, it be done. And I was this close because of the not even 1 but 2 emotes. I know that that's rage puffing, but that's how he rage puffs. It's different from the one I do because it's how'd you like my impersonation? um, anyway, Raven Gremlin. No, I'm not Gremlin. I'm a Tasmanian devil. That's what I was. I was Tasmanian raging. No points? You have no points, Mask? And I will say, you know what I'll say? Fet, if you were doing Rage Puff, because you always do the little Rage Puffing emote, that's the Rage Puff I'll do. I'll do a Tasmanian devil for 30 seconds or whatever. But okay, I did one. We have 2 more to go before Mouth pops in and sniffs, and then we get to next story. I'm saying LeBonk has no points. No, LeBonk already claimed it. Mask, did you miss this? I've had 7 Rage Puff redeems. I've gone through 4 of them now. There's still 3 to go, and I'm doing 2 more before I do my next break. So, yeah, this is it, Mask. This is it. This is the one. Yeah, that's why I'm doing multiple in a row right now, because they coordinated. Devon! Another betrayal. Another betrayal. It's 8. It's 8. It's 8. I never. I'm gonna give it 30 seconds before Mask's definitely redeeming it. Yeah. I've never refrained from claiming it, as it's no fun if Raven dies from anger. That's making it even. Yeah. It's 11. They turned it up to 11. You little shits. Okay, I've got 2 more. And Mouth pops and sniffs before we break. That's the first time I've ever redeemed that. Yes. And that's why I think when Fet specifically does the Rage Puff, I'll do the spitting Tasmanian devil. Should we turn off Rage Puffing redeem? I said I would do it here, but I did also say that now that you guys have coordinated, it's going to be a stricter cooldown for the next stream. I'm going to put a cap on how many. You've got 1 per person, but then also maximum of this many. I think it's going to be 4 maximum per stream. But yeah, so there you go. You little shits. 2 more. Here we go. And when we get to Fed, it'll be that one. No, we have to vote. No, you don't. It's my stream. Where's my rules? Where's my rules? It says Raven does what she wants, doesn't it? It's my stream, and I'll do what I want. Isn't that literally in my rules? I think it's pretty much it. Oh no, it's a stop when I say stop. But I remember at least one version of the rules said, I do what I want, basically. So yeah. Do you even know it was 1 per person? Well, yeah, it's 1 per person right now. Nope. Giggle, giggle. Shit. Okay, I focus. Let's do Yar's Rage Puff. This one's for you, Yar. And then we get to the first betrayal of Cages. Now I've got 3 mod betrayals. Okay, here's Yar. Me, I never. You can't. You can't. I'm. Actually, what I did. You can't. Me. I can't. What you can't. But I didn't. Stop judging when I'm puffing, Mask. You little shit. You're making it short. Oh no, I was about to go long. You are to blame for the end of that. Stop making fun. There is a little extra. 'Cause you make me real rage puff. that a Squidward? Oh God, what is that? Starward. What happened there? 5 more to go. 1 more to go before I break. Let's just get through the first 6. Let's just make my way slowly. Oh no, I made it short. No, you actually did. If you had put that comment earlier, it would have been shortened. But it was actually about the time, maybe even a little long, that I was supposed to end. So it was okay. There's definitely more rage puffings to make up for it for sure. What is that? What is that? Starward? It's an interesting choice. Gotta get hydrated. Big fan of Squidward. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I knew a person that made a Squidward voice and stuff, TikTok, in the like earlier COVID days, and it got a fair deal of attention. It was cool, and yeah, it was. So I know a big fan of Squidward too, but not that streamer. Wait, have I played Celeste? No, I don't play hardly anything. You think I play games? I don't got a computer capable. No, it is as long as I'm not streaming. But I just don't. Not yet. Maybe I should, if there are games that I should practice before I try them on my gaming laptop, if when that happen, you guys should tell me so that I can do that. Or maybe the way I'll have to do it is I'll have to set things up on the laptop to stream because I've got Steam on my computer. I don't know how I'll have to sort it out. I don't know. It'll get figured out. Anyway, it's him with her hair. I figured about as much. And their name is something Star or Stella. Yeah. I'm gonna put Celeste into game recommendations. Okay. Practice Among Us. I have got a practice of Among Us. I have got that down. I've played it only on mobile. But yeah. Okay. Last one before the break. Last rage buff before the story. Cages. The first betrayal. First of many. Okay. Oh my gosh. You can't. But you, I know, you can't. But you, I am. You can't. Don't laugh at me, Fester. Don't laugh at me. You laughing at me. Stop that. Oh, I'm gonna be done. I'm sorry I was extra loud there, but you make me upset. I alone am the tired one. Darkstorm, did you not go to bed, or am I mixing you up with the other Darkstorm? What the heck? Go bed. Don't laugh at me, Fetster. This is basically me. That's what happened. Also, hi. Hi. Yeah, you're back. Hi. You little shit. Okay. It's mouth puffs. Popping? Not puffs. And sniffs. That's what we're doing. Okay? Yes, the puffs are fun. For you guys. They're mildly fun for me. I'm just in your imagination. Oh my gosh. Mouth pops time. Okay. There you go with the mouth pops. The mouth pop emotes are always so cute. They're so cute. It's so sweet. And it's so simple. You just do one frame of the like small and one frame of the blah. Maybe you do one in between, but mostly you just do one and then the other. It's 1:37 and you hear a mosquito. I'm sorry, the mosquito be a pest. I'm gonna run a quick ad and then we do sniffs. Okay? Here we go. Ad is incoming. I'm warning you now. Ad. Boom. Should I make ramen? Make a sandwich with Doritos. Oh, I want a sandwich with Doritos. But I can only have ramen. Ugh, that's the only. I don't have Doritos or good sandwich pieces. I have enough for a good cheese. But I don't want to grill a cheese. I will not grill you a cheese. Any Archer fans? Grill me a cheese. I will not grill you a cheese. I should grill me a cheese. But I don't want to. I have a salad that I should eat. Ugh. Salad. Ugh. No. Okay. It's sniffs time. Let's do sniffs. Snoifs. No, I'm gonna keep it. Snoifs. It's snoifs time. Hold on, I'm gonna cough. Ugh, okay. Sniffs. Snoifs. It feels like Snoif is the big dog. With the. That emote with the. Yeah. That's sniffs. That's snoifs. You think you broke Raven? Just a little bit. It's okay. Okay. Sniffs. Here we go. That's totally me. That emote is totally me right now. Perfect choice, Vet. There you go with the little sniffs. Oh, hello. I think I remember seeing you join us after a raid because I don't think I read out your name, and usually I read out every follower's name when they join. Oh, it's a kitty sniffer. That's a good choice to add too. It's like you could just see a little his teeth. Look at the little teeth at the end. It's trying to do a sniffer, but through your teeth. Okay. What am I doing? We did the sniffs. It's time for the next story. And I will get into everything else after. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rage puffs in total. My god. I mean, I'm fine. But okay. No more noise. It's time for the next story. And we'll get to those redeems after. We might need to turn it off because I don't know if I'll get to much of the story stuff done. Because we've got so much to do. Pit. It's looking like you guys are going to force me to stay just a little bit long just to be able to finish the story and get those done. That's what I mean. Oh, quick cough. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Oh, did you pause them already? unpause Rage Puff because I want to let you guys live up to your full potential on your coordination of Rage Puff. I will leave that up. That does not mean anybody should redeem it. But yeah. Carry those redeemed to next stream? No, because then you could reset. I'm changing the name. Thank you, Fed. I'm changing the rules by the time we get to the next stream. The rule is then there. Okay. Pit lamping. It's the next story. Someone should be check Raven's blood pressure while she does these rage puffs. Maybe possibly a necessary thing. I don't know. No. I should be fine. I'm good. I'm safe. I'm healthy. My plan failed again. I knew it. Okay. Pit lamping for Mario M. Martinelli. Me and my friend, Frank Fencepost, is having a beer at the Alice Hotel bar when Philip Eagle come busting in. This is feeling like it's gonna be a bit of a kooky time. I'm guessing we're gonna laugh, but we'll see. He just about to walk through the door. Without opening it, he is so excited to tell somebody his news that he got himself a real good job. He is just about to walk through the door without opening it. He is so excited. That's what it is. I guess that I can try get some sleep, but it's just a guess. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, but I was busy doing sniffers. It's a good idea, if you cannot sleep, to do something else for a little while until you physically feel yourself getting tired, and then try again. So if you're like, I'm here, I'm getting my foods, try and get to the point where your body's like, I really need to try fall asleep, and then go lay back down. It's sometimes, apparently it is bad to just keep staying in bed when you're not able to fall asleep, because it'll make it harder the next time. Apparently. Just a little silly. Yes. Okay. So yes, Philip Eagle is super duper excited about a job. Here we go. Lumber camp, couple of 100 miles north of Fort St. John. Promised me 6 months steady work, 7 days a week if I want it. I leave day after tomorrow. Fort St. John, that's BC. We're leaving. Okay. Oh, sorry. Well, Frank and me, we shake his hand and slap his back and order up a round of drinks. We make so much noise, the waiter come over and tell us to be more quiet. Philip Eagle be one of the guys who go to the technical school at Wetaskiwin with us. He learns all about fix big engines, and he do it so good that now he got this job. And boy, it sure pays good money too. One thing worries me is that it be so far away. Must be 500 miles or more. And I sure wonder how Philip Eagle's girlfriend, Marion Lizotte, going to act about his going away. Philip and Marion been together for maybe a year or so. You gonna take Marion with you? I ask him. Nah, got no place for women at the camp. She'll be okay. I'll send her lots of bread. Send bread. Makes your brain associate bed with being awake if you stay awake in bed. Yes, exactly. Bed is sleep place, not wake place. And maybe other thing place, but mostly sleep place. Okay. Jamaican uncle, you give... I'm so sorry. You give some revenge to LeBonk. Heck yeah. Bonked right back, LeBonk. Okay. Philip's gonna send Marion lots of bread. That's where we were. I'm pretty sure that it ain't gonna be bread that Marion cares about. Marion ain't all that pretty, but she got about the nicest eyes I ever seen. They be light brown, and she got lashes that come all the way down and touch on her cheeks. Those eyes be kind of big for her face, and sometimes I be able to see myself reflected in them when she is talking right at me. I think Silas wants Marion just a little bit. Ooh, uh-oh. Us and Philip drink beer for a while. I keep trying to get him to think about Marion, but he ain't much interested. Me and Marion have had some serious talks a couple of times, and because of what she told me, it sure worries me now that Philip going to up and leave her. Ooh, see, I know they were close, but maybe they just friends, but it's okay. Okay, I'll try. But if it doesn't work, I'll see you here again. So good morning or night. I'm not sure what to say when it's 1:46 a.m. I think that one still counts as night. I think it's after 4 a.m. that it's kind of morning. Hey, I already told Honk I was going to give them bonk. Perfect. Good. And Yar, hey. LeBonk does the bonkin' all the time and is almost like a love bonk. So I think it's fair. Jamaican uncle can go ahead and bonk. Don't go starting no bonk wars, guys. Good night, everyone. Good night, Dark Storm. Good eeps. Hopefully it worked this time. Okay. Aren't you going to be lonesome up there all alone? Probably won't be no other Indians around. Philip just laughed a little. I'll get along. It'll be like doing hard time, but the money'll be worth it. I'll get me a new car and a rifle. Ooh, okay. Divide 60%, 29%, 12. Well, there's been worse in our stream, so it could be worse. Yeah, if not, I'll bonk sleep. Okay, sounds good, Darkstorm. Eat well. Philip liked to pretend that he be a pretty tough guy. He picks up words from the guys who've been in jail, and he liked to give people he don't know the idea that he'd been in jail too. He never been in trouble, though, except one time he got arrested by the game wardens of the Government Lands and Forests Department. Him and a couple white guys got caught pit lamping. They was out in the middle of the night, hooting across a stubble field, chasing down a deer in the white guy's Jeep. After a day or so, they let Philip go, 'cause he was just along for the ride and don't mean nobody no harm. They fine those white guys about $1,000 each, though, and take away their Jeep with the big, what is it? The big what? Big spotlight and their guns so that they can never get them back again. I don't know why hunting at night is called pit lamping, but I seen a deer once that was run down by some guys in a pickup truck. The deer weren't a very big one. Guess it just run as far as it could go and laid down to die right along the edge of the road. I went up to look at it close, but it just laid there, its sides going up and down like a movie they showed at the technical school of a heart operation. I could only see one eye on account of the position it was laying in, but the moonlight shined right down into that eye with a kind of blue glow like railroad tracks. There be so much fear in that eye that I'm afraid it gonna explode all over me, and I turn away quick. Why don't we get us a dozen beers and go back to my place, Philip says. I ain't told Marion yet that I got the job. Philip is thin-built, and his shoulders stoop a little bit. He got long dark hair that hang like it kind of tired. He have a pretty long nose and a lot of pox marks on his cheeks. His hands is real long and slim and the color of rungs in a varnished rocking chair I seen one time. He got on a denim jacket and jeans and yellow work boots laced up past his ankles. Frank say he going over to the Legion bar, see if he can find Connie Big Charles, who be a girl he like for his girlfriend. Except that she don't like him. Okay. We tease Frank about that some, and he say to us some words in Cree and go walk out the door. Wait, I thought we already knew who Frank's girl was. Maybe he just wants another. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I thought it was Connie. I don't know. Okay. We tease Frank, and he say some words to us in Cree and go walk out the door. Pretty hard to make into English, but it's something like, go saw off your nose with a chainsaw. I did nothing for being bonked. You bonked Mask without looking. Mask wasn't even here. I think it's fair. Jamaican uncle did the same to you. It's karma. Okay, so Frank says, go saw off your nose with a chainsaw, but in Cree. Philip and me walk over to his place and down the side stairs to the door to his rooms. It's snowing quite heavy, but real light puffy flakes that hang in our hair and that I sometimes breathe up my nose like dandelion fluff. Silas, he say to me, why don't you phone a message to Sadie? We can get a ride up from the reserve and we can make a party tonight. Sadie One Wound is my girlfriend. We gonna get married sometime. Oh, that's all he says about that. We gonna get married. Philip busts through the door to his place just like he do at the bar. Hey, babe, I got me a job, he yell. Marion poke her head around the corner into the kitchen, then come throw her arms around Philip's neck and kiss him big. She don't stay happy for long, though, 'cause Philip tell her right off that it be a long way away and that he going there alone. It easy for me to see that Marion is pretty shook up, but she try her best to be happy 'cause Philip is happy. Marion is a little plump, and she got a round face with freckles on her cheeks like I seen on the wings of some butterflies. Aren't many Indian girls got freckles. She be wearing a white sweater that looked new, clean jeans, and slippers made out of soft yellow wool. Philip insists that we gonna make a party, and he don't take no as an answer. I'm going down to the corner and phone the pool hall at Hobama. They can send one of the kids up to tell Sadie that we want her in town. And before anyone can argue with him, he's gone, waving his bottle of beer in his hand, and he go out the door. Marion sits down across the kitchen table from me and lights up a cigarette. Her eyes look like glasses of water been filled right to the very top. Their apartment is really tiny, but Marion sure knows how to make it a nice place. Some couples I know live in rooms like this, but it don't seem to be a place you'd want to stay. Everything be bare and look cold, even if the weather be hot. Marion got everything done up bright. There'd be yellow curtains on the window and a plant with furry-looking leaves. She'd been around the carpet store in Wetaskiwin and got them to give her the leftover pieces. She glued them to the wall in the living room. Looks like a big shield with maybe a picture in it or not. Or maybe not. The couch is old, but she knitted bright-colored covers over the arms and back. She put record covers in a pattern all over one wall and hang glass things from the ceiling that make tinkle sounds when they rub together. Their house is a pretty nice place to be, and when I look around, I figure that Philip Eagle be one lucky guy. How can I be happy for him, Silas, when what make him so happy is to be leaving me? I don't think Philip means you no harm, I say. He be the first Indian guy from the tech school to get a real good job doing what he been trained to do. He got to pretty well take what gets offered him. Marion's table be pretty old and beat up, but it sure is clean, and she got white placemats on the table, have yellow daisies all around the edges. Marion just look at me for a minute, and then her eyes overflow some. She don't make no crying sounds, just some tears come out and sit on her cheeks, then slide down. He could work here if he wanted to. You sure? They wanted him down at the Alice Chalmers tractor store. Floyd Coyote walked over here on his lunch hour today to find out why Philip turned down that job after Floyd went to so much trouble to get his boss to hire him. When he first come in with you tonight, I figured that he'd changed his mind. I was so happy, Silas. I don't want to be alone. And then it's ... She stopped then and sniffed some. Well, that's rough. That he could have... Okay. Marion, she have a pretty bad life. No father, and her mother lived mostly at the beer parlor of the Canadian Legion. Marion been in and out of the Catholic orphanage here at Wetaskiwin. And a whole lot of foster homes all her life. Most girls that have a life like hers end up just like their mother, but Marion worked really hard not to be a bad girl. Silas, I never have nothing in my life until Philip come along. He loved me so good and make me feel like he need me. Why does he want to go away from me? Oh, honey. Boy, I sure wish maybe I was someplace else. I wish that there was some way to make sad people feel better. I'm pretty glad to hear Philip come bang back down the steps. Ethan Firstrider was at the pool hall. He's going to get Blind Lewis... Oh, that's supposed to be quoted. So, Philip's saying this, but it accidentally didn't get that. Ethan Firstrider was at the pool hall. He's going to get Blind Lewis's pickup, and drive Sadie up here in an hour or so. He's going to bring a girl, too, so we'll make it a big party to celebrate my job. We'll all make a big party to celebrate my job. He didn't notice Marion's tears. You know what you done. I'm watching you, Jamaican uncle says. Okay. Hey, babe, he say. Silas is out of beer, and that walk make me thirsty, too. Marion go to the fridge and get us each a beer. Hers is still on the table, and she ain't touched it at all. She's just sad. Jeez. And Buddy's not even paying any attention. This makes me feel bad. Philip be busy talk all about the things that he gotta do before he goes away. Marion tries to interrupt a couple of times, but he don't notice that anyone but him is talking. She wait quiet for her chance, and then she say, Philip, would there be time for us to get married before you go? No, he say right away. We'd have to go to Edmonton to get the license and all that, then wait 3 days or something. He sees Marion's face kind of breaking up and add, Hell, when I get back we'll have a real blowout, put on a potlatch like the old-time Indians did. We have us a real wedding, everybody be drunk for a week. I don't think that make Marion feel much better, 'cause right after, Philip he go back to talking about his plans for go away. You were this close, my guy. If you really put the effort into saying we'll do a real big thing, maybe it could have helped, but then you immediately go back to, and I'm gonna leave. It's not great. Then he remembered that it is a Thursday night, and that the stores be open late. Let's run down to Field's store before Ethan gets here. I gotta get some steel-toed boots and some wrenches and stuff. He already finished his beer and be halfway to the door. You go ahead, I say. I think I'll stay and talk to Marion. I like to be here when Sadie comes. Hey, partner, you're with me, remember? Philip says, and pulls me up from my chair. You have the nerve to say, hey, you gotta stick with me. You said you'd stick with me when you're the one that, oh my gosh. It's okay, Silas, Marion says. I think I take me a bath. And she smiled at us with her face. But the look in her eyes make me turn for the door, even though I know that's not what I should do. Oh. But then go help her. She come around the table to kiss Philip, but he already got his back turned to start up the stairs. Oh my God, you keep doing this. Philip. Love her. Jeez. I'm not very good company for Philip as we walk downtown. He buys a pair of boots at the Field department store, then we go walk around the McLeod hardware. This isn't as silly as I wanted this to be. Oh, hello. My tracking is off? What do you mean? Huh? What's up, Dunda? Hello? What do you mean? What's off? You can't go doing that in the chat like that. Look, you're cheating. You can't go do that. It's a cheater. You can say, hey, we redeemed 10. Wouldn't it be cool? But don't go. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'll focus. Walk around the McLaren house. I don't know whether I should tell Philip or not. But like I've said, me and Marion have some serious talks a couple of times. Oh, no. Okay, we're getting even heavier. This was definitely not the silly story I thought this was going to be. It's just all sad. So I'm sure the next story will be silly. There's usually a good... Of course you redeemed it. I feel like that's cheating. Lahonk was soliciting rage puffs. It's cheating. It's cheating. Yes, he meant that one. But you guys, you little shits. Anyway, okay. So this is not a silly. And we're about to get very serious. So I'm going to remind everyone to reach out to places if you need help. But unfortunately, our Discord is not... We are not, qualified to handle this kind of convo. So, anyway, as Silas said, him and Marion have had serious talks a couple of times. I was 14 the first time I tried to kill myself, she say to me one time. And she go on to tell me about all the bad things that happened to her until she meet up with Philip. Yes, we are not your therapist. As much as we want to support you, we are not capable of making sure that you're okay because distance and also we're not professionals. Okay. But anyway, so this is big that she's opening up to Silas at this previous conversation, and it makes me nervous because now she's about to just go take a bath with no one around and she's very not good time. But also the little subtle, the things that happened to her before, and she went to this place and she didn't live well, and the other girls that have lived like that, they don't go well. So I'm guessing some bad things happened in the places that she was raised, and you know the history of these places, and you know. But anyway, Philip don't know, she say to me, and I know I can trust you not to tell him. I never know what to say to people who tell me stuff like that. Marion look over at me across the table to see what I'm going to say. I try to be busy, stir the sugar and milk into my coffee, and I make out like what she said was maybe about the weather. I think that's maybe why people tell me so many secrets. I just listen and don't tell them whether they is right or wrong, even if they ask me. Honestly, yeah, Silas, that's how that works. Marion loves you a lot, I say to Philip. I'm guessing we're back to while they're shopping. Yeah, she's a pretty good old lady. You gotta be kind of careful with her, Philip. She be the kind of girl that break easy, ... like pretty dishes, ... Philip don't even hear me say that. He got him a box of wrenches down off a shelf, and he is busy fitting the parts together. He's really picking what he wants to hear. Yeah, she's a good lady. Doesn't hear the other part. Is just thinking about shoes or whatever he's buying, and then, yeah, she's nice. Moving on. Ugh, darn. On the way back, we stop off at the Alice Hotel, and each of us buy a box of beer. There in the bar is Frank Fencepost, sit with his arm around the shoulder of Connie Big Charles. Ooh, so maybe he just got her. He smile at us like he just picked somebody's pocket and don't get caught. Success. He yells us over to their table and we invite them back to Philip's. Frank goes and gets them a case of beer too. When we get to Philip's place, Louis Coyote's pickup is parked in front. It got Ethan First Rider, Julie Scar, and my girlfriend Sadie One Wound in it. We figured you guys would be back pretty soon. Ethan says, Where's Marion? Oh no. Oh. Yes, Frank's back, but this is not going to be silly. Guys, okay. I gave you the little warning, and I mean it, and this is about to be very bad. Okay? It's about to be tough. I looked ahead. Where's Marion? In the house. No, she ain't. We banged on the door, the lights are all off, and the door's locked. She must have gone someplace, says Phillips. We all go around the side of a house. About the only sound is the beer bottles clinking in their boxes. Philip unlocks the door. Right away, we get inside. I hear the water running in the bathroom, even before Philip turns on the kitchen light. So here they are, gathered to have a party, and this is not going to go well. The bathroom door is locked and Marion don't answer. I break it in, but the others don't want me to. No, I don't care. You did right, Silas. Landlords get awful uptight about things like that, especially if it be Indians live in a place. Well, the water is still running, and we know this is a problem, so no, this is the right move. I finally do bust it open. Guess Marion, she figure she have to be neat and clean, even if she do something terrible to herself. What she done is knelt down by the bathtub, turned the water on, and cut her wrists with a razor blade. Most of the blood been washed away, except for some that splashed up on the side in drops that make a pattern like a handful of red flowers. I have to yell at Philip about 3 times before he run out to phone an ambulance. The ambulance is white and shiny, like the sinks and bathtubs they have in hotels. There be 2 flashers on top, 1 turn each way, make blood-colored light over all the houses and the snowy street. The ambulance guys lay Marion on a stretcher that got wheels. Her eyes are closed, the long lashes touching her cheeks. There be big blood spots on her white sweater, and the blood on the legs of her jeans look dark like rain. They bandage her wrists so it look like she got clean cuffs on her sweater, and you have to look awful close to see if she breathing or not. But it sound like, okay, she is breathing. So that's good. Oh. Philip just sit at the kitchen table, turn a beer bottle round and round in his dark hands, and pick some at the label. It sure seemed funny to me that Marion looked so small on that stretcher. She seemed like not much more than a little girl. The guys carry her up the stairs and wheel her along the sidewalk out to the ambulance. The red lights splash all over, and the eyes of people who stand around glint red over the darkness. The inside of the ambulance looked like an oven with the lights on, and they pushed Marion right up into the middle of all that light. The end. So it looked bad, but the way it was written, it sounds like she's probably okay as she's leaving. Obviously not okay, but she is still with us. So that's the good news. Even in this fictional world, we wanna see that kind of ending instead of other endings. Ooh. We know W.P. Kinsella pulls this on us. We know he does this. But that was a lot. And we're over time, so I don't feel like it's good for us to try to run into the next story unless I cut tonight's stream a little short. I start late. Oh, how much would that be? Looks like there's RCMP and it's going a long ways, so it would take a long time to read it. I'm gonna say no. Oh, we've got 5 Rage Puffs and a Mike Springs reverb. Yes, that's about it. We'll pick up this story another time because this one's gonna be long. But I need that minute because going straight from that to Rage Puffs feels like a bad choice. So, let's take a breath. Oh, the tough story. You came back at the perfect time. The end of a very sad story and the picking up of a bunch of silliness. Yeah. Maybe it would have been a little bit more perfect if you skipped the sad part and you just came in right now. Puff crying, honestly. Honestly, baby. Oh, wow. No, easy. Take your time, Raven. Thank you. But, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Well, that's not how you spell that at all. Oh, my goodness. Nope. Reg. Okay. That's it. Note. Woo-hoo-hoo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Rage Puffs, and then a Mike Springs, and then another Rage Puff. Because y'all are sadistic. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be Rage. It's very hard to frown while my eyes are up with the motto. Be angry. That's better. Okay. I won't expect a happy story from SCP. It's not like a Hungarian folktale. Well, this wasn't SCP. It's it's the W.P. Kinsella, the short stories from an author that writes baseball short stories and also like native short stories like First Nations, but it's all fictional. It's fictional reserve, but based on that kind of life and stuffs. But okay, I reached time. Let's see if I can go straight through. Let's see how long I can manage to hold it together, you know? Yes, no worries, Adon. I'm just letting you know now. Because I could also remind people what it is. But okay, oh my gosh, let's see how long I can maintain this. You can't. No. Okay. can't reach it. What can I not reach? What are you talking about? My lasts are pretty far. I'd say that that's 1.5 Rage Puffs. So I have 1.5 to go, and then another one, and then a break, and then another one. Oh my gosh, too many Rage Puffs. 11 Rage Puffs. Okay. I go again. You can't. I didn't. You can't. No. It's turning into a cry because I can't hold on. I can't. I've done an effective 3. I did 1.5, and then I did another 1.5. So I'm gonna say I did ows, I did divods, and I did masks. You little traitor. So I did that, and I was gonna try and go as far as I could, but I couldn't. Good news. The next Rage Puff is a Fett specific one. Yep. You knew it. Yep. So we're gonna put a couple of asterisks. A special. I just need a minute anyway. Do you hear the voice crack? Honest, a really real overwhelm. When I've said it before that is too much, I meant it, and I'm doing good. About 1 minute into the last one that I did 1.5 minutes, I was running out and I was gonna just cry. I was like, I can't, and the rage was just, I can't. So, yeah, shout out, it's for Fett. This one is Fettsters because Fett is the special one. Fett doesn't redeem this. Fett knows. Fett is one mod that was not a betrayer. But once it got to a certain point, I was like, they were asking Fett to, and I'm like, you know what, Fett, if Fett redeems, it'll be the Tasmanian Devil version. Because that's the emote that Fett made and called Rage Puffing. So that's what we'll do. And it's a bit different, and it's good. I just need the variation. So this is a good. This is a very good. So okay. Alright. I said I'd go 30 seconds. I couldn't make it. I couldn't even make 30 seconds. I'll go again in a second. I can't. Definitely not a consistent one. This is a Fett specific. I can't. Oh wow, the model freaked out. Okay, we're gonna try again. Oh my gosh. It's in 7TV. It's not. It's a 7TV emote. It's definitely not one I can maintain. That is it. We are done. You say night night, Dum Dum, but I haven't gotten to your evil rage puff yet. Why am I hearing goat noises? Cause. Um. But all right, Dum Dum. Eat well. Take care. Sleep well. I hope it's good dreams. Good eeps. And I'm hoping that by now Darkstorm has gotten a good eep. That was just right. Oh. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Fett. It was a nonsense. I will sleep too. I'm too scared now. Good news is I'm doing Mike Springs reverb now. And then I'll do one more normal rage puff. So it's no more of that scary noise. Okay. My arm. You'll see me next time. Okay, that's good. And I do have someone's house scouted for us. Okay, good. Alright, I'm gonna move the mic. Let's hope it doesn't make angry noises. And we're gonna do Mike Springs. Okay, it's cooperating. Cooperative mic. Okay, can you hear me? I can't hear me. Can I hear me? I can. There we go. There we are. Alright. Mike Springs. Here we go. Sorry with the adjust. Jeez, freaking mic. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it. What was that? Sorry, everybody. That was weird. I blame my bad mic. Okay, that is the end of that. I pull the mic back. I don't know how many of the weird mic noises you guys could hear, because I can't tell how much is like just in my headphone jack not cooperating. But yeah, sometimes it sounds like just the guitar, because it's just like the metal strings, but is 2 springs. And I've tried just more lightly playing with them, but they don't always do the big reverb like I want. So they're just real quiet. And I have to use the big little thing to help so that it's consistent. And I think I went aggressive, but I don't know. With the mic difficulties, it's hard to tell how much is from that. But okay, one more rage puff, and we wrap up this stream, this chaotic nightmare, and I change the rules so that we have a bigger cooldown rules for the rage puff. Thank God. But okay, rage puffing for Dumda, who may or may not be gone by now. Here we go. Hello, Nightly. No cooldown. I'm sorry, but there absolutely will be. No. You can pout all you want. Go ahead and rage puff your own time. I cannot manage. You do this to me every night, and no one will be able to fall asleep to my streams, and I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind. I will actually not be able to do this. Hi, Dark Death. Welcome in. You're about to hear something ridiculous. I'm not going to explain. How about somebody else explain? Because I'm out of energy for it. Here we go. There you go. And that's it. I might make a command to explain this. That might be a good idea. Rage Puff history. Boop. Hello. I am actually wrapping up my stream tonight, unfortunately. So we're going to have to boop right away. But we just finished up some rage puffing, and I'll be back tonight with SCPs. So yeah, we ran pretty long. We're about half an hour later than I wanted to be. But I had to do all of the rage puff redeems, and well, gotta read the stories. So yeah, but okay, I will be back tonight for SCP 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Ooh, okay, there's our raid target. Thank you, Vat. And I seize them. We're all lined up. Let's get some raid messages, eh? Yay! Okay, stop moving, chat. I need to be able to copy. Okay. Copy. Okay. Alright. Everybody ready? Copy your raid messages. There's the, There's the one with the emotes, and then there's the one without. But there you go. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate everybody that's new very, very much. Very, very, very much. That's what I was trying to say, and then I stumble. And everybody that's not new, I'm so glad to have you back. We'll be back on tonight, like I said. So hopefully I see you guys, but we'll see. All right, let's raid. Cozy Frog raid time. Cozy Frog raid. Okay, boom. We go. I said we go. There you go.